Good afternoon, guys. What is cracking? What is going on? I'm in a super good mood tonight. I was actually feeling like crap. I think it's from all that ice cold Keystone. It's making me feel a little cruddy. To give me a little bit of rot gut. If you don't know what rot gut is, look it up. It fucking sucks. I think I had rot gut. Anyway, so tonight I am working on the MR2 right now, getting ready to roll the rear fenders. So what I need to do is this. There's actually a screw that holds these trim pieces on here at the very back. Now, that being said, they don't really need to be there. Now, it does help secure them slightly, but these are still popped in there pretty tightly inside of here, so these aren't needed, but you do have to remove them as the plastic itself you can't roll, but there's metal behind it that needs to be formed up to give you that perfect roll here for this lip. So yeah, I'm hoping my buddy Max, which you've seen him here before, I just rebuilt his turbo, he actually has a nice roller that we can use and do this, so I'm hoping we can make that a day project as we only have to do the rears. I'm not gonna do the fronts for now. I really wanna try and get away with not doing those and giving it enough camber to get away from it, but the rears, I don't have any other ifs, ands, or buts about it. Pretty much everyone I'm told, even if you go just a normal 9-inch wheel, you're gonna have to roll the fenders. So that's something I have to do. I already have done that before on the Supra, which I cut the fenders on that, grinder to that. Dan Colognio up in Chambersburg, Pennsylvania actually cut those for me. I wanted to cut these, metal's too thin. Unlike the Supra, which has like a double walled, I guess, material to it, the MR2 does not. So this needs to be rolled. He has a Eastwood roller, I guess we're gonna use here. So this should look nice and tucked up when done, but I need to remove these two screws real quick. So let's go over here and grab a screwdriver. Look, we got a little baby screwdriver. Look at that. Looks just like Mike Bulka's dick. Bruh. Sweet, now we got both those out. As you can see here, it gives a little bit of movement. So when we go to roll it here, we can pull it out of the way, or it can actually pop these out somewhat. This one here is actually bolted from the inside, and I believe there's one bolt that holds this on, and the rest are actually just pressed on. It's a little weird, a little different. But yeah, so now that those are pulled out, we can get ready for rolling this. I'm hoping this paint is good. My biggest fear is the paint's going to crack. Max pretty much told me, he said, this is going to take us a good while. He said, if we're going to do this right, you got to keep heating it, slowly roll. Heat, slowly roll. He said he does it very minuscule, just very baby steps. He said, just not worth taking that chance of, well, destroying the fender over getting a nice roll to it. He said he just put a bunch of heat, keep rolling, heat, roll, and just back and forth. He said it's going to take us probably a couple hours to do it 100% right. But maybe you guys can give me some insight and help me get ready to get this done. Let me know down in the comments if there's anything you guys did, if you have an MR2 or any car in general, what you did to help make rolling the fenders a little easier. All right, I guess another thing I should go ahead and mention for you guys too, I went ahead and removed the windshield wiper fluid. Now, why'd I do that? So I don't feel that it's necessary to have. I don't drive my cars in inclement weather or anything of that nature. Even if I do, rain's not bad. 9 times out of 10, you need them for, say, for me, snow. It really comes in handy. Or if your car gets really that dirty. I don't let these cars get that dirty ever. So it's one less thing to deal with, plus it makes it easier getting this stuff. I also went ahead, and I removed this before, was the panel underneath here. Now, for the Supra, it's normal because of having a big intercooler. For this, it's just easier to get the bumper on and off. People say about cooling, not honestly too worried about cooling with this, to be 100% honest. Some people say that is an issue. I haven't had any issues yet, so yeah, maybe if I'm running AC all the time, but that's really not going to be happening. So went ahead and removed that under tray, which I'm trying to ship out here. Had like 3 people hit me up, didn't want to ship it, but seems like everyone that wants it is not close by. So one of those things, I got to figure out a size and a box to get it shipped in because I don't have anything close by. Thank you to my buddy Matthew. I will have my solid side moldings in by, I would say by at least Wednesday, or I should say at least Thursday, if not Wednesday, so I can get that prepped and ready. I think this is going to stay gray just for right now, just because I don't feel like taking this all off. I want to get this all prepped and done. The bumper's all 100% taken apart now, got the emblem off. I went ahead and grabbed this too, so we're going to go gray. I'm going to use a Toyota Supra gray emblem on the car this time, guys. I think this is going to look pretty good, so we're going to use that there. What do you guys think? You like that? I think that's going to look good as shit compared to the chrome on it. I think that stands out a little bit more. Now, I did shave it off the Supra. Part of me wanted to shave it on this, but I feel the white, it'll be too, well, white. So I felt that, you know, let's go ahead and put a gray emblem on. I already had it for my Supra. And then the back, I'm going to go ahead and remove this one too. I'm not sure how that's going to work just because, well, that one is smaller than the Supra one and it has a curvature to it. So I was told taking a heat gun to it and getting it bent over, pun intended. Bend it over and get it molded on there properly. I do have to cut off one of the prongs, so let me actually go grab that one here for you. I got to grab one of the prongs here. Anybody want some top secret paint? I still got a bunch of that left. One of these prongs here on the back needs to be cut off. I'm not sure exactly which one. One of those has to be snipped off. And then this should go right on. It should be pretty basic. My only issue is going to be I'm going to have to buff the shit around this. Just for the fact that I know this thing has to have a ton of residue. I hope it's not too bad, but I guess we'll find out. So this is the kind of shit I deal with, people. Look, random strangers show up to my house. Got this random guy right here. Look at this. That's Cody Reed. What's up? Cody Reed, where are we putting the tag at right now? Where are we putting the tag at?
The tag?
The tag for Cody. Where are we putting it? Like right here, right here? Where are we going to put it at?
Right there, I guess.
Right there? Done. Done. Dude, for Cody Reed.
Look at these shoes, bro. How about that shit? I was driving.
Come inside. We got to come see this. We got to look at these shoes real quick.
I was on my way from work, and I had my leather soled Cole Haans on. My fucking feet were killing me.
He's got Cole Haans on, and now he's got...
Trying to drive my freaking stick shift WRX race car, you know what I'm saying? My feet hurt, so I had to put on.
Race car.
It was a race car.
Race car. Yeah, I mean, look at his outfit though. What's up?
What's up, bro?
You're looking fresh. Look at you, looking fresh beside the white Adidas right now. I ain't liking it.
White soccer shoes, bro.
So, Cody, buddy, what did two grown-ass men have to go do tonight?
We had to go to Walmart.
We went to Walmart, of course.
And we weren't getting car oil.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, not oil.
No, not oil.
And I had plenty of shaving cream,
yeah.
So we didn't need shaving cream.
But we did need this, though. Do you see what that is, boys and girls? Do you know what that is? Do you see this? That is a Barbie fucking Dreamhouse. Two grown-ass men walked into Walmart, and we bought a Barbie Dreamhouse. I mean...
Mine is the easy part, apparently.
I mean, yeah, because Barbie Dreamhouse is like, but do you really, like, I'm pretty sure it's easier to assemble a fucking motor than to put this thing together. Not looking forward to doing this whatsoever. Cody, this is going to be a skinny minute. We're going to have to get real drunk to get this done.
I did this here because I knew you had all the tools.
Look at this shit.
And because you're the mechanic, so.
Well, I'm out. I'm fucking out, guys. But
I'll come pick it up tomorrow.
Barbie Dreamhouse. We're going to be doing a full build series. We're going to have to do a build series now, just like a car. Barbie Dreamhouse build series. How to build a Barbie Dreamhouse. Done. Sold.
You get millions of views, probably.
Millions of views. How to build a Barbie Dreamhouse. Sold. Well, build series has began here. We got all the shit laid out, and here's the instructions. It's in Thai with fucking knees, whatever fucking language this is. I'm going to get demonetized again, dude. Like, I got to really stop cursing, because especially with kid stuff, like I'm going to think I'm like some sexual predator, or...
Yeah.
This is not going to be good at all.
Just put like a rated R at the beginning of this.
Rated R. Don't let your children watch.
Right.
But you know that kid's gonna go click. I see a pretty house.
You can't use that as your thumbnail.
Bro, I'm gonna use you as my thumbnail. You sexy bitch. All right, guys. So my buddy Cody's left now. Barbie Dreamhouse, all assembled, all good to go. So now that that's done, we need to go work in the Supra because we have a bit of an issue. Hoping it's a small issue, but I'm a little worried. I actually already talked to Jose about this. Got some rattling, it's got some noises coming from the engine, mainly down by the oil pan. Hoping not the rod bearings. I'm about to check for the oil here. I'm hoping to God I do not have an issue with the motor after everything I just went through last winter. So about to drain the oil out here, see how she looks, and let's hope for the best, guys. Please cross your fingers for me here, and let's hope there's nothing fucking wrong.
Could be a dream if I could take you up in paradise like a ghost. If you would tell me I'm the only one that you love. Life could be a dream, sweetheart. Hello, hello again. Shaboom, and hope we'll meet again. Oh, life could be a dream if I could take you up in paradise like a ghost. If you would tell me I'm the only one that you love. Life could be a dream, sweetheart. Hello, hello again. Shaboom, and hope we'll meet again. Oh, shaboom,
Well, I'm not too sure, but I think it's okay. I just ran my gloves through it here, but I don't see anything. And yes, it does have a green tint to it. I use AMSOIL, and it comes, or not AMSOIL, I'm sorry, Brad Penn, and it has a green tint to it. And I change my oil pretty frequently, but I don't see anything out of the ordinary. Man, it looks pretty good to me, guys. So that's a good for me, but now I gotta figure out what this rattle's coming from. There's no oil, there's no metal in the oil pan. might be coming from the clutch area. So I have to have a friend come over, maybe rev the car up while I'm underneath and trying to take a look here. But before I do all that, I need to put new engine oil in it. And per usual, I'll be using a Brad Penn. I get asked this every time I do change oil. Why do I use Brad Penn? There's all these other kinds, blah, blah, blah. It works. Local company, shouldn't say local. Pennsylvania made, Brad Penn, Pennsylvania. Put out of the ground right out here in Pennsylvania. So it's just what I use. Also has a ton of zinc in it, just kind of like AMS oil does. That's why they last longer. It's good for turbo engines, good for motors in general. So yeah, just lasts longer. It's a little bit pricier. I don't know what it even costs anymore to get the oil change. I just buy it. I don't even look at the cost. I just buy it and know that I need it and go forward with it. One thing I am missing though, I'm down a bottle because I just put this in the MR2 and that used 5 quarts or just under 5 quarts of oil. So I had to use one of these because I thought it would only take 4 quarts. So yeah, so I always put 6 full quarts of oil in that bad boy. Some people say that's too much. I've been doing that since I pretty much swapped the motor over. It's been no problem. And I always try to think, you know, when you're running a turbo, you have oil in the lines, all this stuff. You want a little bit extra just because when you're running a stock system, it doesn't have all this extra stuff. So yeah, so I always put a little bit of extra oil in it, 6 full quarts every time. I don't think it's gonna kill me. I don't think it's gonna hurt anything. That's just my opinion. But yeah, what do you guys think? Maybe I should do something different, but I digress. Let's get away from that. Happy, so far we're good, but I need to turn it back on and see why the fuck it's making so much noise. Go ahead and crack open one of these bad boys here and dump away. 10W40 is what I use also. Some people like to use heavier weights. I use 10W40. It doesn't hurt nothing. Let's go ahead and... All right, all done with the first bottle. Let's go dump in the rest. I'm not gonna show you guys all that because I'm pretty sure you guys, if you're watching my channel, you know how to fucking change your own oil by now. So good and bad news. Don't think there's any metal that I could see. I fucking put my hand in there and I put it up to the light to check for any metal shavings, any reflection of any sorts. I'm not getting anything, so that's good. But the problem is, still don't know what the issue with the rattling is. I don't know where it's coming from. I might have to drop the transmission. It might be the clutch itself. I really don't like the clutch it's in it anyways. T56 needs to happen, so this might be a little push for me to say, you know what, fuck it, it's time to come. We need to go ahead and throw this bad boy in. So yeah, so what I need to do next here is pull the trans or get the car turned on and kind of look at it. I need someone up above that can rev it because it seems to happen when you're revving it up. So it might be something to do with the clutch. I'm not 110% sure. But I'm hoping I can get a friend over here and help me look at it real quick. So that's gonna be it for today. I have one last thing I want to talk about with you. So a lot of people ask me about these hood shocks and this whole setup. Well, I had actually designed this. I shouldn't say designed this. I actually used my own custom shocks. I made this up, got my own piece down here, and I've been using these brackets from a guy named Kirk off Superform since I think 2012. They've been on here forever, been fantastic, no problems whatsoever. But that being said, there's a guy on the Supra pages right now making what I mentioned months ago. If you guys look back, I'd have to really hunt for it, so I'm probably not going to show the clip. But I had been mentioning that K-Tune, actually this is just before K-Tune came out with them, I mentioned, you know, I want to quick disconnect for a hood. You know, I'd never seen it before. I thought it'd be really cool. And literally like a week later, I saw, boom, K-Tune started selling. I'm like, oh, that's so badass. They sell them for Civics now. They'll be able to give them for everybody. Contacted K-Tune, had no desire. But there's a gentleman who just mentioned it on the Supra pages who's going to start selling them. I think he's going to do a group buy, initial group buy of 250 up to 300 maximum. He said no more than that because he's got to prototype them. So I'd like to get a hold of him and see what we can do and get a big group of us together and buy as many as we can. It would allow for this hood to come off as one piece. I would like them to remove hood shocks. I wanted them to have a mechanism kind of like my MR2 does there. See how it goes up and down with it, and that allows it to stay up and down without needing a shock. I would prefer that, so I need to get with them on that. But let me know what you guys think. Would you be interested in a quick release for the hood? I know for me, I like taking the hood off when I'm working on it. It makes things a lot easier to get to, and when I need light with the hood covering it, the extra above light there really helps a ton for me. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know down in the comments below. All right, guys, hope this video was great for you. I hope you enjoyed as much as I make these. Enjoy making them. So if you could do me a favor, give it a big thumbs up. Also, comment as much as you can down below. That's how YouTube uses their algorithm to push for more videos or push this video to help get me out there. So the more you like this stuff, the more you comment, the better my videos do. So thank you guys very much. Check out my Facebook and Instagram down below. Also got my website with all my merchandise down there. Thank you guys very much, and I'll talk to you later.